Chichen Itza. This sacred site was one of the greatest Mayan centers of the Yucatán Peninsula. Throughout its nearly 1,000-year history, different peoples have left their mark on the city. The Maya and Toltec vision of the world and the universe is revealed in their stone monuments and artistic works. The fusion of Mayan construction techniques with new elements from central Mexico makes Chichen Itza one of the most important examples of the Mayan-Toltec civilization in Yucatán. Several buildings have survived, such as the Warriors' Temple, the Castillo and the circular observatory known as the Caracol. The town of Chichen Itza was established during the Classic period close to two natural cavities, cenotes or chenes, which gave the town its name at the edge of the well of the Itz. The cenotes facilitated tapping the underground waters of the area. The dates for this settlement vary according to subsequent local accounts. One manuscript gives 415–35 AD, while others mention 455 AD. The town that grew up around the sector known as Chichen Viejo already boasted important monuments of great interest: the Nunnery, the church, Akab Dzib, Chichan Chob, the Temple of the Panels and the Temple of the Deer. They were constructed between the 6th and the 10th centuries in the characteristic Maya style, then popular both in the northern and southern areas of the Puuc hills. The second settlement of Chichen Itza, and the most important for historians, corresponded to the migration of Toltec warriors from the Mexican plateau towards the south during the 10th century. According to the most common version, the king of Tula, Akab Dzib Quetzalcoatl, or Cuculcan as the Maya translated the name, reportedly took the city between 967 AD and 987 AD. Following the conquest of Yucatán, a new style blending the Maya and Toltec traditions developed, symbolizing the phenomenon of acculturation. Chichen Itza is a clear illustration of this fusion. Specific examples are, in the group of buildings to the south, the Caracol, a circular stellar observatory whose spiral staircase accounts for its name, and, to the north, the Castillo, also known as the Temple of Cuculcan. Surrounding the Castillo are terraces where the major monumental complexes were built. On the northwest are the Great Ball Court, Sampanwire the Skull Wall, the temple known as the Jaguar Temple, and the House of Eagles. On the northeast are the Temple of the Warriors, the Group of the Thousand Columns, the Market and the Great Ball Court. On the southwest is the Tomb of the High Priest. After the 13th century, no major monuments seem to have been constructed at Chichen Itza, and the city rapidly declined after around 1440 AD. The ruins were not excavated until 1841 AD. Chichen Itza was one of the largest Maya cities, with the relatively densely clustered architecture of the site core covering an area of at least 5 square kilometers. Smaller-scale residential architecture extends for an unknown distance beyond this. The city was built upon broken terrain, which was artificially leveled in order to build the major architectural groups, with the greatest effort being expended on the leveling of the areas for the Castillo Pyramid, and the Monjes, Osario and main southwest groups. The site contains many fine stone buildings in various states of preservation, and many have been restored. The buildings were connected by a dense network of paved causeways, called sac biob. Archaeologists have identified over 80 sac biob crisscrossing the site, and extending in all directions from the city. The architecture encompasses a number of styles, including the Puuc and Chene styles of the northern Yucatán Peninsula. The buildings of Chichen Itza are grouped in a series of architectonic sets, and each set was at one time separated from the other by a series of low walls. The three best known of these complexes are the Great North Platform, which includes the monuments of El Castillo, Temple of Warriors and the Great Ball Court, the Osario Group, which includes the pyramid of the same name as well as the Temple of Stolok, and the Central Group, which includes the Caracol, the Monjes, and Akab Dzib. South of the Monjes, in an area known as Old Chichen and only open to archaeologists, are several other complexes, such as the Group of the Initial Series, Group of the Lindels, and Group of the Old Castle.